We know we're saying this over and over again, but it's not going to happen unless we organize it. It's not going to happen unless we organize it. All of those people that marched, they got to march between now and Election Day, right? Between now and Election Day. And, you know, the Farm Workers Union, we have been so effective at getting people elected. And I like to give Congresswoman Hilda Solis as an example. When Hilda Solis ran, because she ran against another Democrat who was Republican light, right? You know, so Hilda didn't get any support from the Congress. Her support came from labor unions, it came from the students, it came from the community. Farm workers traveled from Fresno, California, down to Los Angeles to work in Hilda's district. They came all the way from Blythe, which is on the Arizona border, 4 hours to come to work in the district. And to knock on doors, and it was raining. They had little, I always remember they had these little garbage bags, you know, as raincoats. And it was pouring down rain. Were these farm worker citizens? No. Were they legal residents? No. But you know what? They could knock on those doors, right? They could knock on those doors. So we have to say to our immigrant community, tenemos que decirle a todos los inmigrantes que no son ciudadanos, que no tienen documentos, they can come out and help because they pay taxes, right? They pay taxes. They have a role in the electoral process. And in addition to having the derecho que participar, también tienen una responsabilidad. They have a responsibility. They have got to get out there and help us in November, because if we get a new Congress, guess what? We get legalization, right? You know? And it's not going to happen without that. So when people ask us, what's going to happen? You know what we have to say to them? Depends on how much work you're going to do, you know? It all depends on us. We can sit here and we have conferences and we can talk, you know, till the moon turns blue. But nothing is going to change. We have to get out there and make the commitment of our time to get out there and work by going to these people saying, come on, and make it easy for them, you know, set it up so that they can come and participate. We still have, you know, 60-some days left to organize, you know, between now and the elections. So we're talking about life and death here, right? For many, many, many families. So we have to get out there and do it. And then I'm going to pick up on what Father Richard said. You know, I want to say to you, you know, sometimes people criticize Cesar Chavez, no? And I just want to say for the record that when Cesar and I were in the community service organization, we worked to end the bracero program, and then we helped legalize over 500,000 braceros, Cesar and myself, and the people in CSO and the Farm Workers Union when we started, right? And anybody that wants to criticize Cesar, you know what? I want to see you do a 36-day fast without any food like he did, right? Then you are free to criticize Cesar Chavez. Otherwise, you haven't paid your dues, okay? But I want to say this, that Father Richard talked about prayer. And Cesar, with his fast for nonviolence, with his fast for the children, you know, that were getting killed by cancer, y todo eso, you know, we can all do that too. Let's do a fast. Let's do a fast. It could be a one-day fast. It can be, you know, give up a couple of meals. Because the spiritual strength, we also need that, because this is a long fight that we're in, okay? So let's do a fast if we possibly can. I know some people that have diabetes or something, you can't, you know? But let's do some kind of a spiritual offering also, because this is so important that we have to win this fight for legalization. And it's all in our hands. Thank you, Antonio, and Rosario, and all of you for bringing all of the leadership of the country here together, because we know that this is the treetop group, right? The people who are out there marching, now they say, okay, you guys, it's in your hands. It's in your hands, it's up to you. It's how much work we're going to do that's going to make this happen.